Back in 2003, Oakland settled a lawsuit over some corrupt cops. As a result, a court monitor was appointed to oversee the department. Now, Chief LaRon Armstrong and his supporters say he is being smeared as a way to protect the monitor's job. As he arrived at the Monday morning press conference, the look on Chief LaRon Armstrong's face showed what he thought of Mayor Shang Tao placing him on administrative leave pending an investigation.
I know that I did nothing wrong.
Armstrong says he doesn't blame the mayor, but rather federal oversight monitor Robert Warshaw.
For those that have been around here and have seen many chiefs fall, the common theme when those chiefs fall is that it comes based on the monitor's recommendation.
At issue is a report from Warshaw accusing Armstrong of not holding an officer accountable for covering up a collision with a parked car, and a second incident of the officer allegedly discharging his gun in an elevator. But Kat Brooks, who is an outspoken critic of the police department, says if Armstrong is interested in accountability, he should be willing to take the leave while the matter is being investigated.
I don't think it's a smear campaign. I think it's police departments being held accountable, and law enforcement doesn't like to be held accountable, and they certainly don't like the power to investigate themselves being taken away. And so to me, that's what the bluster is about.
Welcome to Legally Speaking. In January of 2023, the Oakland police chief fell out with the court-appointed monitor overseeing the department, ended up getting fired, and led the Oakland Police Department into a spiraling crisis that lasted almost 2 years. In June 2025, the Bay Area Council Economic Institute issued a report on public safety in Oakland. One of its key goals is to end federal oversight over the Oakland Police Department. In 2019, I represented the Coalition for Police Accountability and a group of citizen activists, and we filed a motion to intervene in the Ryder's case in the federal court. My guest today, John Jones III, was one of the named interveners. The court recognized the important role that my clients had played to help create the Police Commission and their long-term efforts around public safety issues in Oakland. At that time, Oakland Police Department had been under the consent decree known as the Negotiated Settlement Agreement, or NSA, for 16 years. And as I argued then, all of us who live there are acutely aware that we are not safe many times when we're dealing with OPD. And that is a perspective that, unfortunately, Your Honor, has not altered in the last 16 years, despite the court's best efforts, despite the efforts of plaintiffs' counsels, despite OPOA's efforts, because ultimately what people see on the street is what the court does not see. What people see on the street is what the monitor will never see. You will be provided with reports about how great things are, but you're never going to see the experience of people who are actually living in the neighborhoods. That has to come to you from the community. And we filed this motion because we believe that the community does have the ability to help this court to be both a bridge to the police commission, which we're not seeing that in any perspective here, as well as representing the interest, reflecting the interests of the community. The court decided in 2019 that it would not be effective or efficient to add another group of interveners in the Ryder's case. The OPOA was the only intervener at that time. While the court expressed appreciation for the coalition's work over many years, the court's view was that adding more people to the case would not make the litigation more efficient or assist him in resolving the legal issues presented to him. Fast forward to June 2025, the Bay Area Council Economic Institute issued its report on public safety in Oakland with a series of recommendations. One of its key goals is to end the negotiated settlement agreement. And the report expresses a desire to, guess what, intervene in the Ryder's case. They say that other key stakeholders, meaning large landlords and developers, should insert themselves into the judicial process by showing that court monitoring is no longer necessary in Oakland and that it may be doing more harm than good to overall public safety structures. Ironically, this proposed strategy ignores the history of the NSA and the community's prior efforts to transfer oversight from the court to the Oakland Police Commission. It also overlooks recent scandals where a seasoned veteran homicide detective was accused of bribing witnesses and lying under oath, where the last two police chiefs and high-ranking members of the department have been disciplined for misconduct in office. The Bay Area Economic Council seems to also forget, as my guest John Jones III pointed out, Oakland Police Department is essentially on probation for crimes committed against our community. And it seems that OPD cannot successfully complete its probation. Asking the court to relieve OPD from the obligations imposed by the negotiated settlement agreement without requiring OPD to complete its probation would be a strange way of protecting public safety. We all want to end federal monitoring. For July, the court just ordered the city to pay the monitor more than $30,000 for 1 month. Multiply that by a year or 22 years. It really is up to Oakland city leaders to bring the Oakland Police Department into compliance with the negotiated settlement agreement as soon as possible, by any means necessary. Thanks for tuning in to Pamela Price Unfiltered. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please sign up this month as a founding member or a paid subscriber to my Substack newsletter to get the weekly word from Pamela Price Unfiltered. Your support keeps the conversation raw and unfiltered. And you can also listen to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts.